Welcome back to the channel. Today is day 401 of playing chess every day until 2000 elo. We're at 1911. Let's find an opponent. Wow, that took like no time. It looks like we get e4. We're gonna be playing a Caro Khan. e45, they take, and just bring the bishop out. So let's go ahead and develop. And they play like this. Okay. So I've been watching Alex Banzea, as I've been saying. He likes to play g6, bishop f5, so that's where we're going to go for. We're going to go here first, and they're not going to take. I don't really know what the plan is when they don't take. Maybe we're going to plan to take, but the bishop I don't think really wants to be on this diagonal. Maybe we just go ahead and develop right now. I feel like this just can't be a bad move. Play rook c8. And now I think takes and then e6, because it's pretty clear that they're not going to take us and open this up. So let's go ahead and take, and then just play like this. Then we're going to go bishop here. Or do I want to play this? That is the question. Mr. Samuel, do we want to try and trade off that bishop and have dark squared weakness? I think the answer is no. The bishop is very strong, but I think we're going to go bishop g7 and just try to castle. And then we're going to play maybe this, if we're able to at some point. Get the minority attack. I think castles make sense. My opponent's playing extremely quick. So, I mean, we basically have gotten our optimal setup here. The knights are developed, everything. Okay, so they're not gonna allow us to go for our minority attack. Which is a little bit unfortunate. We couldn't have played b5 anyways, but I was thinking about potentially playing a6 and going for b5. But we wouldn't be able to do that at the moment. Maybe I can play for knight a5, trying to go to the c4 square. That's kind of what I'm thinking. And then, I don't know, if these pawns start to get pushed, this bishop can become pretty active. So let's go ahead and play knight a5. Pushing becomes extremely weak of this square. They're going to jump in their knight as well. So I could offer a trade. Don't entirely want their knight there. If I go here, they're gonna like go back and then try to come after these weak squares. Here's the question. If I go here, there is this, but then maybe we can go for that. So if I go here, I guess I can go all the way back too. And then pushing f5 weakens the e6 square, so maybe we don't actually want to go for that. I think we want to go knight d7. Knight d7 if back. Then we can go here, takes. So let's go ahead and do that. My goal is to put the knight here. And then after takes, I mean, if they play this ever, then it just weakens everything. So the plan would be to play like, I guess not here because the bishop would see it, but just get on this diagonal at some point and try to come over here and maybe push the pawn. He doesn't have to take either. He could just leave the knight there. Yeah, they go ahead and capture. We'll capture back. We don't need to think about it. And they want a queen trade. Usually queen trades are better for us. So if I take, they take. We can play here, but then they're going to go here, kicking the knight and attacking this pawn. So I don't see how this can actually benefit me. I could drop back with the knight. That might be a move that I have to do, because currently we could trade queens, but takes. This pawn is too weak because the knight is there. If I push, they push here, and then I go here. They were to take. Wait. So I take, they take. I play this. If they play here, we go here. And then if they were to take the pawn, we take here, they take. At the end of that, I do get to go here. But they're going to get both rooks in. Probably on the 7th. Pretty easily. I don't really like that. Don't really like that. My other option would be queen d8, which just... I mean, then he's just going to play b4. Takes here. Takes, rook takes. Yeah, I don't see a world where that's good for me. What about takes, protect. But this pawn's just going to be super duper weak. And the knight is pinned to it, so I don't love that. I don't think trading queens here is a good idea. I think we should probably go back. Yeah, I don't think trading queens is actually a good idea here. I think our a7 pawn would be too weak. And now the plan is to just play a6 and get this queen out of here. Yeah, they're really trying to restrict this pawn. Here, are they going to try and go like this? I don't know. Yeah, I had a feeling like they might try and keep the pin. So I might want to try and prepare to play for e5. So I'm looking at this move. Here, trying to play e5 takes, here. Rook wouldn't be able to take. So let's actually start to move some pieces. to these files. It's where the break is. Break is e5. I don't love that it weakens d5, but we got to do something. I mean, the only other break we would have is b6, and I don't want to open up that side of the board at the moment. Also, not to mention that in some cases, I'll be able to take, and then if they take the queen, we can take back, so we could potentially win something there. In some cases, obviously not right now. There's like no cases where that's a thing, but you know, if for some reason the A rook moved and a piece was on here, we would have knight takes, but the queen is protected at the moment, so no tactics like that works, but just keeping them in my head. So I think he's gonna play knight f3 to stop me from playing e5. No, he wants to go after the c5 square. We can't really do a whole lot about. I could play bishop f8, but I'm looking at e5, knight c5, and then like queen f3 or queen f5. But then the bishop just goes back, and at the end of those lines, b7 will fall. Could offer a queen trade now with knight e5. No, that doesn't work at all. Knight e5, they can just take, then take. And they're just, there's no point in that. Yeah, that c5 square is kind of a problem. I don't really want to have to play queen e7. Knight here, queen e7, push. Well, knight here. What can they do? I mean, that's just a super duper strong knight. That's applying immense pressure at all times. Here, I guess if I go here and he plays this, can't I just go here? I don't know. I think I need to play e5. Let's go e5. Okay, so he just takes. Bishop takes. So now he doesn't have this square. Knight takes. If bishop takes, then I have to take here. Rook takes. I mean, this is isolating one of my pawns. Takes. Knight takes. Queen takes. Knight takes. I don't love it, but here, queen takes. Knight takes. I remain with my bishop, I guess. Let's take with the knight. Let's try to trade the queens and keep this bishop. Oh, I thought that was a blunder, actually, because I can take, and after it takes, this is now pinned. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think he might have messed up. Oh, wait. No, never mind. I just take this. I am threatening a tactic, but we get to keep the bishop. I guess the tactic doesn't really do anything. Ooh, wait a minute. Pawn is way too weak. Here. Check takes. Yeah, he's done a really good job of creating weakness. Here, there's this move. Then I guess I have this. So let's go here. That backwards pawn is killing me. Yeah, okay, so now this is a threat. So I either need to play king f8 or rook e7. I don't really want the king to go here, because I want the king to go this way. So, I mean, I'm going to end up pushing this pawn at some point and probably playing king f7 anyways, so maybe rook e7 makes a little bit more sense, and the point is that if he pushes, we can go here, protecting it. So let's protect our our 7th rank here. Okay, they go ahead and push. So, I mean, this is the pretty obvious idea. We just got to go here. There's not really... We could have went on this diagonal too, I guess, but I think attacking this rook makes sense. Also, having some vision here. Maybe getting here, trying to push at some moment. Also, I could have just took that pawn. What am I doing? No, I could not. The rook. I'm blind. I'm a blind one. Yeah, they want to win this pawn. I don't know if I can protect the pawn. Takes. King takes. Check. I mean, I can maybe go here. They take. We take this. I'm definitely not in love with what's going on here. You know? This pawn is just too weak. Can't even go to that square. Okay, let's trade. We're losing a pawn. Gonna be okay. Give a check. If they ever take, I guess we can take here. Do I want to play like this, though, is the question, too. Here, if they were to take, that would actually benefit me, I think. Comes forward. Whoa. Okay, so this was the idea. We were going to try and trade this off. So let's go for it. If they take here, we take here. And now it comes with a check, which is even better. They don't have to respond. Yeah, I mean, this game is just really showcasing the power of, like, creating a backwards pawn like this. He just pushed the pawn all the way to a5, and I couldn't move any of the pawns. So takes. Is it worth it? I think I have to do that, otherwise I'm just straight up losing the pawn. So let's take. Now the knight can't come in at all. which is great. The question is, where do I want to push my pawns? Do I want to go here? Blitz my pawns even more. Here, maybe to try and restrict any kind of movement. But we also want to get the king involved, so maybe also just this. But that allows the knight in here. So let's not do that. Let's actually go like this. I don't want the knight to come in at all. And now I'm threatening to play h4 as well. But the king's not involved, which is not good. You need the active king. And I just don't have that. That's a good move. So I think he wants to go here or something. And then I'll just play like that. Let's bring the king up. The king cannot come in. And this bishop does a very good job of stopping any entries alongside the pawns. Because I have all my pawns on light squares. I know I just clicked not all the pawns, but the dark squared bishop and pawns are working very, very well to control all the squares. However, it's a closed position. Well, closed-ish. There are 6 pawns each, which I think would consider the position closed. So the knights are going to thrive in closed positions. So we want to make pawn breaks, and we want to open up the position so that my bishop can become a little bit more dominant. Yeah, there's that move, which I expected. Now we're just going to play it nice and slow. We're going to restrict the knight. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I should have played here. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I needed to go here. Oh my gosh. You silly goose. I guess I can attack this pawn. They're going to go here, though. Okay. Well, we blundered it. We lost a pawn. We lost our isolated pawn. That was stupid. Yeah, I was thinking I need to restrict his knight, but we needed to do something else. But now we do have this idea of pushing this pawn. He pushes, we take. And if he takes, we take here. And then this is very ugly. We were setting that up quite a while ago. And now we get to capture. And all these pawns they're becoming very weak. Yeah, he attacks me there. If I go here, can he actually protect that? So what about this move? He wants to play here to go after this. Here, push, I guess. But now we're going to have a pass pawn. Or do we go this way? Here, takes, push. I mean, his king is just there. This is an interesting one. Because now we have a pass pawn. I actually think going here is a good idea. And then just trying to push. Okay, let's go here. Let's attack this pawn chain. If push, we can't take yet, but we can start pushing. And then king here, annoying. Yeah, he pushes. Here, king here, I guess I go check. So we just want to push through. We get that pass pawn. Now we want to get the king in. He doesn't really have time to do this, because I just push. Takes, push. But I guess his king's there. Here, takes. If knight e5, I think we have to play king f6, but I want to get my king involved anyways, so maybe he goes king d4 here. Seems like a reasonable move. Oh, king there. Really going after this and protecting the pawn, I guess. But now we just start pushing. Because it's like escorted. What? Oh, he wants to protect. Why not just bring the king though? It's kind of the whole idea. I don't know if I want to play this yet. Probably should now. Stop the king from getting in. King here, king here. I can't get in, can I? Yeah, he's trying to break through. I mean, we gotta take. The bishop is covering it all, but I just can't break through. I don't really have many moves. I guess we're just gonna bring the king. The knight moves. Oh, that's such a nice move, man. Takes. King here, and he's just promoting. We have to give the pawn. Yeah, that was a very nice move by him, and we're probably gonna lose now. Although, I mean, it is the corner pawn, so he really wants me to take. Okay, let's go here and try to bring the king in. Wait, doesn't he just have this? Yeah, what am I smoking? This is one of those cases where you want to have the bishop, or the knight rather than bishop. Now we have to sacrifice. And now we're just gonna hop back and forth. Now we're gonna try, but I think this is just completely winning for him because he's gonna be able to utilize the knight. But we're just gonna try and bounce around in the corner. Although now he's kind of figured it out. Although, how does he get the king out? Because I'm just gonna like try and stay here. He goes here, I go here. This. Don't think this would be the move. Yeah, you can just push that pawn though. That might have been a mistake though. Dang it, man. Here, he can go here. That's so crazy. Alright, let's just resign. Alright, my opponent played with an 86.6. I played with an 80.2. Apparently he blundered here. Oh my gosh, I see it. Okay, let's run through this game. Exchange Kyle Khan. So it was already saying take, but we wanted to let him take us. We finally take. Yeah, this idea of him pushing a45 was good. Trade. We correctly did not trade queens. Yeah, I was looking at bishop f8, but I didn't love playing bishop f8 there. Because I didn't really want to trade this off. And I thought that he should play knight c5 there, but he didn't. Taking with the bishop was the way. We trade, and then he blunders, and the blunder is this, because if takes, the rook is hit, and we're actually threatening back rank. I missed this idea. So if he were to take, it's mate in 1. Like obviously I saw that there's, you know, a pin. I just completely missed that. Hey, the bishop is covering h2. There's back rank problems. Anyways, we missed that. We play rook here, protecting the pawn. Should have went the other way. Trades. It wanted me to be tricky here and protect the pawn tactically. So that, oh, not like that, sorry. Wait, what's the idea? It just says rook e7. Okay, whatever. Whatever, Stockfish. Why wouldn't you play there in the first place then? And then, okay, so it says go here. I was going to play this. And then we trade. This is wrong. We should have got our king active. And now this, and yeah, this was the moment. We didn't spend enough time on this move. I just instantly went here because I was like, he wants to go here. But I forgot that the king is going to enter. So you have to play here to actually keep the king out. And that's how you draw the game. And unfortunately, we just, you know, it is what it is. Now he comes in. We find this, which helps us out a lot. And then this is a big blunder, because apparently he can just come in instead. But he goes here. And then we're better if we play this and give him the pawn. It's mate in 1. Oh, that's nasty. I was not looking for mate in this position, to be honest. Like, thinking that there was a checkmate here at all was just not even on my radar. And then he pushes, yeah. And here we desperately needed to get the bishop in there. And he finds this. We have to sack the pawn. And it's just totally losing. I was thinking I could maybe, I don't know, keep the king here. But no. Is what it is. Another loss in the books. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like, comment, subscribe.